Honey, would you pick it up?
Sure.
Slay headquarters here. Who is this?
Hello guys, it's Tuesday evening. Haven't you forgot something?
Uh-oh.
Power up the studio. Turn on the mixer. Log into Slay Radio. Join IRC. Turn up the bass. Turn on the mics. Pump up the volume. Load the best for remixes. 64 Amiga. Demo scene tunes. All the best hits. And press the magic button. And now, you're all set to welcome our beloved listeners. Ready? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, live at the home of Commodore 64 remixes on Slay Radio, please welcome our hosts, Slaygon.
Really?
And Ziona.
Oh my god.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
We're here now.
Yes, we are here. Hello and welcome on our live show on Slay Radio. This is Tuesday evening, the 12th of February, 2019. We have Cat on Heat in the background, so don't be surprised if you will hear funny voices or sounds.
It's not ghostly voices, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, probably you will recognize it anyway. And in the corner sits Slaygon.
Yeah, I've been relegated to the corner.
You are just sitting there, assisting.
I sit on my sofa.
Yeah, you definitely sit on your sofa.
So far, it's all good.
And I'm not sitting on your sofa. I'm sitting somewhere else.
Or you're on my chair.
Yeah, I definitely am. And I'm Ziona. And today's show will be all about classics and remixes. So we will play the classic piece first, whether if it's a SID or an Amiga module, or if you know from the demos in anything that has a decent remix and it's a nice classic, you can also add such requests. So first
we will play the remix afterwards.
Obviously, we start with the original and we will play the remix. And from the RKO and Amiga remix, our idea is that we will play the best rated remix made from the SID or from the module. So that's the basic idea, and we will see what kind of things will happen, because our first request is quite funny, since it's 15 seconds long, the SID at least.
No.
Or, well, 14 seconds, sorry.
I have not checked that yet.
Check the request list, and, well, today it appears so that LP chip seems to be very popular, because Immortal was requesting all his remixes at once. Well, we can consider to play some, definitely.
Maybe one.
And of course, we will start with LP Chip and his request, which is also is going to be end up an LP Chip remix, because Falcon Patrol 1. It's Falcon or Falcon?
Falcon.
Falcon.
Yes.
Yeah, Falcon Patrol 1. Patrol. Oh, look at
Patrol.
that. Yeah, he didn't do that on air that often, but now that
You asked.
Yes, I did. Yeah, trying to improve here, but I'm like an elephant, learning very slowly but forgetting very fast. So yeah, it's great. Anyway, LP Chip had the request Falcon Patrol 1, and he did a remix out of that, and actually from Falcon Patrol 1, that's the only remix.
What did we just agree on?
Falcon Patrol, I'm sorry.
Patrol.
Patrol.
Yeah.
Can't
I'm
believe
just
that.
patrolling you a little bit.
You're very patriotic kind. Don't patronize me. Jesus. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I can see that already. So we played this Sid first, which is going to be very long, as you might hear it. Yeah, actually, that was it. And LP Chip did this piece of that.
Falcon Patrol 1, Sid first, and then LP Chip's rendition of said Sid. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, we have another show coming up on Sunday, which is the Remixer of the Year Awards, where we will be going through the best of 2018. So that's gonna be fun. so far, from what we know, it's going to be me and Ziona and Boz and Leone. So I better have a fan ready because this studio isn't very big and it tends to get a little bit warm when you are many people in here.
Well, you don't need the floor heating.
Yeah, well, the air still gets kind of stuffed and warm if you cram a lot of people in here.
Okay.
So yeah, and of course we don't broadcast on the regular time. We don't start at 8. You better be on time. 6 o'clock in the evening, Swedish time, Central European time, or Universal Slay Radio time. So yeah, I don't know if they've implemented that in the world clocks yet, but I'm expecting it to land there right about the time when they skip this winter summertime nonsense. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna go away soon, they say.
Well, they kind of voted for it to be removed, and I guess there's going to be some commission that looks into it and all of that shit, because from what I heard, Russia actually tried this, so they abolished the summer-winter time, and accidents went up high, like skyrocketed when they did that experiment. So kind of depends on how you implement it, I guess. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would definitely vote for keeping the summer time, because
I don't care which one it is, as long as we don't fucking switch back and forth. That's just idiotic.
Yes, it is. And I definitely vote for getting rid of it too. And hello, GCS and Malthus and everyone on EFNet, on Slay Radio channel.
And Torgny Karlgren and Håkan Kvist and Jan Wester and Andreas Wallström and Mikael Wilhagen on Facebook, and Adam Bart is over there too, and Laszlo GCS.
Yes, it's him. Indeed.
Yes.
So, yeah, great. It looks like we are warming up the evening.
Oh, see, Old Fart is on YouTube.
Oh, so nice to see you as well. And also, I have to say that the previous request was also for Immortal, because he also requested amongst like 20 tracks, or well, 15, I don't know how many, of LP Chip.
Probably all of his remixes.
Yeah, all of his remixes out there, and we might play later on some LP Chip remixes still, but today's concept is that we play an original, and after it we play the best rated remix out there. Therefore, we have a great thing ahead, because the next request
and
is...
if we don't like a particular remix, we define what best rated means.
Yeah. On a very subjective way, you mean?
No, not subjective. We just define which part we find most interesting. Like, is it the most number of votes, or the highest ranking among the votes, or is it the 96th percentile, or do we reverse the whole thing and play the worst one instead, because that is also in a sense a winner.
The winner. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we can definitely do that too. Are there any remixes that are rated as excellent or outstanding and you hate them?
None that I can think of, off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Well, this is at least great, because that means your opinion is more or less the listener's opinion as well, and I think that they will like that. If you think of that. And next request is Edward's request. He wants to hear Thomas Danko and Plastic Pop. First, the original, and the best remix out there on RKO so far is MRT's remix, so that's going to come up right after the Sid.
Ding-a-ding-ding-a-ding.
Yeah, I will call MRT's style as chill dance. This is the definition of chill dance, what he does for me. It's like calm but dancey, bouncy at the same time.
Yeah, has this nice kind of rhythmic wave type thing to it.
Definitely. And of course, there are multiple requests of some people here. And we will definitely reach back to them once I see that everyone got at least one request who requested. So that's how we do it. And yeah, there might be still slots for the evening, so nothing is lost here. And we will play first the originals and after it the best rated remixes made out of it. There might be some people who were requesting a specific version of Sid. Do you think, Slaygon, that we should do that, or we should proceed with the best version out of
specific version of Sid? Oh, you mean remix?
The remix? Yeah.
Yeah, best version of remix, I think, is
a good
the way to go.
Okay. So, yeah, we will stick to the best version on paper at least, or at least on RKO.
Yeah, the best rated version of it.
Yeah, indeed. And this way we can hear probably a lot of classics this evening. And also it's a funny thing to hear the best remix right after the original.
It's like Mikael Wildhagen said on Facebook, this version is really nice, never heard it before.
That was worth to play it. Yeah, indeed.
And Andreas Wallström says, really smooth remix by MRT. And yes, absolutely. First I thought that we might go out of the framework of RKO there, because we could also play Danko's remix of Plastic Pop, but since we are playing the best version on paper now, or well, on RKO, you know, we don't really know how Danko's version would rank, but probably it would also it would be genau. And it didn't take long before people on Facebook started to quote his German lyrics there.
Exactly. But you know it very well, so if you listen to us regularly, then you probably know Danko's Plastic Pop remix as well. And also sometimes it's just fun to play something else that we didn't know about. And I told to Slaygon that I don't really remember that version, and well, now it's kind of on my mind as well right after playing it. So, and of course, here's another classic. The next requester is Bionic DK, who also had several tracks there added to the request list, and I have chosen this time a Thing on a Spring made Poink, yeah, original made by Rob Hubbard from 85. Wow, just like our pictures on Facebook.
And if you want to meet Rob Hubbard, come to Hull on June 15.
Indeed.
The 8-Bit Symphony.
Everyone who counts on the SID scene, both SID writers, remixers, or just listeners, they will be there. So you can join us and still get a ticket, and it's gonna be a blast. The symphonic concert of the biggest 64 classics, so you cannot miss that. 15th of June, right?
15th of June.
Indeed. We got it as a birthday gift, so I think we should proceed with this request made by Bionic DK, and we will first play the SID, and without any interruption or talking after that, we will play Sounds of Sound. No, Sounds of Sound. I have no idea. Sounds all sound. I don't know how
is that
to
the
say that.
piano version?
Yes, this is the piano
Right.
version. That's the best rated, and it's probably the one that is also red. So, yep, here comes "Thing on a Spring" by Rob Hubbard. Yep, this has a reason why it got excellent rating, I think. So it's a pretty good one. Sound so sound, sound so sound, or sounds oh sound. We will never learn because it's written into one word. Or it's written as one word.
Yes, sound to sound.
Sound to sound, yeah. Thing on a spring. Yay. My
Ice Pig said,
goodness.
"You're nothing but a sound dog" by Sid Presley.
Sid Presley. Excellent. Oh well. I have to share the fact how sad I was about demo scene event. Well, not one demo scene event, actually 3 of them. Imagine that, we were discussing not that long time ago with organizers of ROTY Party. It's probably the biggest Central European 8-bit event, I would say. And they announced the date from 2nd to 4th of August. And this collides completely with Datastorm in Gothenburg, which is also happening on the same weekend. But this is not enough, because Assembly in Helsinki is also happening on the same S. That's all what you have heard, right? You didn't even consider going to Helsinki, you are just considering S.
That's enough, isn't it?
For whom?
Me, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, indeed. So it will be a tough choice for someone who wants to decide among demo scene events at start of August, which was incidentally Slay Radio Gatherings weekend as well for a while, but since
for a while, yeah, like 12 years in a row.
It was for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of fun. And I have actually no idea what I'm going to choose yet, but let's say that it's a tough choice because with ROTY Party I have never skipped any of those except 2014 when I had a holiday at the same time, and since 2005 I'm visiting annually, so I know almost everyone there. But then again, I don't know that many people here. Therefore, it would be great to know more. So that is why it's such a big challenge.
Yeah, you don't get to know people by leaving.
No, not really. That's not how it works.
No.
And oh my god, there's a little bit of challenge here. Is there a way that I can just organize by subtunes?
No.
Exactly. That's why it's such a challenging job here. Not that many options are out there because, well, Great Giana Sisters, you know, it has a lot of remixes. But level 4 we are looking for Shargo, and
level 4 does that automatically mean it's subtune 4?
Actually, this time it means it if I can take the YouTube video seriously, I would say. So this is a match in that regard, but I have to go through all the subtunes here to check it out, which one is level 4. And so far I have I have 3 versions I have found. 5 TJ Foxes, it seems so far one of the best, but
and
also...
Speaking of so far, Torbjörn Dahlqvist has a good point. It's a great, or rather awesome weekend for sofa sceners.
Oh yeah, well, except if the compos are happening at the same time, probably it would be challenging to watch all of them.
Yeah, you know, recordings and such.
Okay,
and
okay.
You do have 2 eyes, you know. And 2 ears. You can play one of the music compos in one ear and the other on the other ear.
I'm respecting you even more and more that you are able to do that. So it's you have the skills, really.
I don't.
And I think I found
I can't even chew bubblegum and walk at the same time.
Ooh, that must be tough.
Yeah, it is.
Have you ever bubblegum in the presence of me? I have never seen you.
Yes, several times.
Really?
Or rather, not bubblegum, but chewing gum.
Aha, right, okay. Well, it looks like that I found the track, even if it was so challenging that I went through like 100, 200 remixes and checked it out, which one might have the fourth subtune, because most of the people didn't cover that. Rather
Sorry, apparently it's called dichotic music, when you hear one song in one ear and another in the other. I think that's what Martinland is actually referring to.
Are there such songs? You are kidding.
I do not know.
Jesus.
I wouldn't be surprised, because if there is a way to do something, someone will do something.
That is very, very
it's
true.
like if you can think of any topic on the planet, there will be porn about it.
Yeah, so true. So very true. And I have to conclude here that Deep Sid has a different search method here than the one from the Sid player. So you know what?
Yeah,
I'm just going to play. Yeah, no. Hang on.
If you guys haven't heard of Deep Sid, you can find it on deepsid.cordian.net. Very nice Sid web player made by JCH of the Vibrants.
Absolutely amazing, and I really like to use that. And yes, I kind of have the thing. Now I just have to look for the proper subtune, which is...
I am your Sid.
Yeah, thanks. So, there it goes. The Great Giana Sisters, 4th level and 4th subtune for Shargo. First, The Sid by Chris Hulsbeck, and the best remix made out of it is made by Fiverr TJ Fox, and it's called The Great Giana Sisters, The Castle.
Dee-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, Fiverr TJ Fox and Great Giana Sisters The Castle. And fun fact is that GCS also was asking for the same subtune but from a different arranger. Kiskopi happens to be Hungarian, it looks like, but it's 1% weaker in rating than this one.
Oh my god, must be horrible.
Yeah, indeed. So that's why we played the Fiverr TJ Fox's
Which
version.
incidentally sounds like a Boz joke, one of those when Sir Barnabas Barnacle or whoever it is that requests, and he says, hello, Fiverr TJ Fox reporting in.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yep, but it was a pleasant version of it.
Indeed.
And yeah, maybe next time we might play the... Yeah, indeed. Maybe next time we can play a specific version of it too. But now it was also played for GCS. And of course, the problem applies to the next request as well. Since we figured out that we promised to play you the best claimed version of the things. Carl Gran requested Comic Bakery, so another classic is coming up. And the funny thing is that he named a remix made in 2000 by Instant Remedy. And Comic Bakery was actually made in 86 instead of 84. You claimed here that it's from 84, and I think it was 86, and made by Martin Galway. So, yeah, I think it's a safe bet that every other thing in Deep Sid available that you can read of was made actually later. And since Martin Galway is the original composer of this song, definitely.
Yeah, and there are
one.
no remixes of that other than of Galway's.
Yep, and Subtune 1. So everyone was going for Subtune 1 in this case. One request from us to you: if you go for a well-known game like Last Ninja, it helps if you specify the subtune as well that you want to hear, because otherwise
instead of levels, because we have no idea what music was on what level. We didn't play very much. If we would be pro gamers, that wouldn't be a problem, probably, with great memory. But we are not. We are into the music part, and we can identify those things by subtune. But if you played the SID itself in any sort of SID player, then you can your
just
Sony
look.
Walkman.
Haha, yeah. Well, that would be probably more difficult. The Walkman cannot make you remember which subtune it was.
Exactly. But it has that nice tape saturation filter to it, so I like to use it.
Okay. Next time we will apply some sort of tape effect to the played song to make you more happy.
And Andrea says, Comic Bakery was indeed in 1986. Still a great tune. And yes, it fucking is.
Oh, and yes, you have no idea, Andreas, which version we gonna play of Comic Bakery. And yes, I will share that now, because obviously we are not talking between the SID and the remix. I think it would be pointless. So yes, Andreas, this version was made by O2, Mahoney and Marcel, and this is featuring Hanna Kapelin and Morpheus. Do you know the guy?
And all of their grandfathers and grandmothers and cousins, and I think L. Ron Hubbard was involved in some corner over there as well.
Only because he was mistaken by Rob Hubbard, right?
Didn't he write the book Sidonetics?
He might.
Oh, hello, Boz.
Oh, hey, Boz. Yeah, he usually has his silent evenings. but now we know at least that he's present. In exchange, I do that often too. I tune in and I don't let him know, but never mind.
Sneaky listeners.
Yes, the sneaky listeners. It's all right, I think, because, sometimes you just do things meanwhile listening to radio, so maybe you don't always have time to socialize, but yet we are still very happy if you keep up with us here and just listen. We are even more happy if you interact or request anything, because ideas are always welcome, or just share any random stories. And now we carry on with Martin Galway and Comic Bakery, and after it, I'm not going to say the authors again.
But before it,
yes.
Hello Leia, who joined us a short while ago.
Oh, hey! And she made a really nice remix, a really nice debut. So now she's claimed as a newcomer on RKO, but she is not. We know that. And it's a really nice remix. It's really worth to listen. So if anyone requests the original of it, I kind of can place a bet that it would be the best version so far. It's check it out. It's really nice, and now we really play the Sid.
Let's go to the bakery.
Yes.
Da-da-dum-da.
Yes, Slaygon, I joined the stream. I did. On Facebook.
How gracious of you.
Well, yeah, I know.
Also, I forgot. June!
I have a built-in inability to focus to several places if it comes up to chat. So that's why Facebook I reread after the show usually. And of course, I don't react. But now I kind of try to focus on EFNet on Slay Radio channel, on the IRC, and on Facebook comments as well. And no, I'm not going to check YouTube now. This is way too many things.
There's not much activity in the chat. There's a few listeners on there, but no chatting. Well, not much, at least.
And, Andreas, thank you, and everyone else for the previous song, of course, who joined to create it. And your request is the next one, but I have to disappoint you a little because,
You're gonna be overridden. Also, hello, Mr. Schneider.
Yeah, hi, Marcus. Nice to see you around as
hope
well.
Hope you're feeling better now.
Definitely, we are crossing our fingers for that. And Andreas wants to hear Caprifolian Waltz. Sit by Drex, and he said remixed by Mackay. But the bad news is that Moog did a better rated remix than Mackay did. So since we have to stick to the rules, since we stick to the rules by others too, and you know we love you, Andrea, still, we will play that Moog version, and of course the original before that.
I think he doesn't want to hear the Moog version because he lost the ironing contest to Moog, I think. So he's going to be a bit pissed, I think.
Ah, my goodness. And what if I would just misclick here and I would play Slaygon's Waltz? Ha ha ha.
It's very little Caprifolian.
Yeah, but the Caprifolian is... I'm mistyping? No, I didn't. So that's really great, because it's prepared. Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, indeed. Votega has joined. Hi.
Who?
Votega. Just now. On the channel. Votega. Yeah, I was just wondering because I haven't seen his nickname recently. So, did it sound distorted what we have played?
I think it might be slightly distorted when we play SIDs because of the processing done. It's not really geared towards processing pure SIDs. That has really clean waveforms. So it might sound slightly different from how you're used to hearing them.
Okay, well, I can make the volume a little less if you want me to.
I don't think it matters much. It's not the volume that is the problem, it's the rest of the processing. It does a bunch of shit. So it wouldn't matter much.
Okay, so let's play Drex's Caprifolian Waltz for Andreas, and after that, Moog's version of it, I guess. Do you have to say anything else?
No, I never have to say anything.
You are just talking out of your head. well, I hope, Andreas, that you liked this version as well. Slaygon just said that he still prefers Mackey's version over this one.
Yeah, I do, and I think it's mostly nostalgic reasons, but they're quality-wise equally good. It's just the nostalgic thing kind of weighs a little bit more for me with Mackey's version.
Yeah, of course, and it's a 1% difference between them. So it's just, since technically we do the best version by numbers on a paper, as I said today, that's why we kind of wanted to fit it to the concept. But yeah, sure, we might do a show in the near future where actually we play your suggested remix made out of the SID.
Yeah, so just request the SID or a remix, and we'll play the SID as well. Type sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. We can definitely do that too.
Yeah, anyway, someone on the shout box asked what's wrong with Snyder. Nothing too serious. He fucked his knee up somewhere in December, so it's on the mend. So that was kind of the reference there. So
yep, and if everything will be fine, we might welcome him in the near future as well on air. We will see. But definitely his health is first. So we just agreed that at one point in time it will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah. We are definitely waiting for that as well. And the next victim, or, well, yes, Malthus, hi. And
best beer deliverer of 2016.
I think it's not only 2016, to be specific.
No, but he got an award for it.
I know he did, but he would deserve it every year.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
guess.
That is true.
So, yes, definitely.
Anyway, you were saying?
I was saying that our next victim is a Grand Prix circuit. And Malthus requested this piece. Chris Hatelelid is the original author of this, I think. It's from 88. And, well, I definitely did not know the author of the song, but there were several remixes made out of it. And the best rated remix is Theo's remix, born in 2018, so
came out kicking and screaming.
Indeed. And he made it for our rock party last year, the only party that has remix competition all around Europe, just saying once again, this year colliding with two other parties, but yeah, no one knew about the other, so no one can be blamed for that, unfortunately. But anyway, this was Malthus's request, and we're gonna play the SID, and we're gonna play Theo's version, which is called Grand Prix Circuit AROC 2018 Remix. Wasn't this lovely?
Indeed.
Almost fresh and new.
Almost.
Well, a few months later, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was also in the rating of the songs that we are going to make a summary of on Sunday in the ROTY Awards Show. So, and of course, Slaygon doesn't share any sort of results with me, so I have actually no idea who is the
They are
winner.
under lock and key.
Oh yeah. So I'm living with him, and I'm not even able to know who won. That's about it. They communicate with Elman, I guess, and they are the only ones who knew.
Yes.
Yeah. Not even me. Not even Boz.
Well, I guess Boz has actually access to the page. Yeah,
Jesus.
I don't think he has looked at the page yet, though, but
Oh, maybe he was just lazy to do so.
maybe.
Anyway.
So the Google Doc that I'm writing kind of some information about the show, about what was happening in each of the months and what to play and what not on each of these sections and so on. But no winners in there for some odd reason.
No, I only see the best 5 candidates.
Fine.
In many cases, it's not 5 but more. So, because obviously we had great remixes and, of course, great people doing those, and it was kind of difficult for the people to vote, and there are points that are sometimes equal.
Yeah, and Boz just said on IRC that not lazy, just purposefully not looked.
Oh, that's so nice.
In a sort of sense, it's a pity that I have to look. It would be hard to prepare otherwise.
Yeah,
it's the same. Tron is doing the jingles, and we always do prepare this alphabetically ordered list for him to work off of. So he has no idea either. So it is really under lock and key.
Well, I guess few days and we all will learn who won from the last year.
Indeed. Hello Morty and hello Fungus.
Indeed. Nice to see you here.
And Andrea says, thanks for the Caprifolian Waltz. I'd forgotten about Moog's great remix.
I'm glad that he liked that version too.
It's a great one.
And the upcoming song is also a nice choice. Baguette Man, who actually specified the best version out there from that. So this time we won't change the choice.
Oh, great. So keep doing our job for us. That's great. We can just sit back and relax and listen to our show. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, Baguette Man said Micropro Sucker and Sucker. Yeah, sorry, really. I'm in a weird mood today. I see pornography instead of photography, and I misread Immortal's name as Immoral. So I think I don't know what's going on, but
I think it started on Friday for me. Maybe we're affected by some sort of thing, because at Ericsson we have new tenants in the house, and the company is called AI Innovation of Sweden. And when I was passing by that sign, I read Annihilation of Sweden? What the hell?
That's a new innovation, kind of.
It's the terminal kind.
They want to set up something better. They want to be better in innovation than Sweden.
Yeah, just scrap this shit and let's start over.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so anyway, the subtune number is 9, by the way, and this is 9, indeed. And this is Martin Galway's Micropro Soccer from 88.
It's like 7 seconds. You don't need to mute yet, because this is fun.
Yeah, you're right.
And now we loop.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I know you like it, and I wonder how your remix would end.
Oh, we will just repeat, loop.
Well, okay, then here comes Marcel Donne's Something Stranger remake. I find it really funny that from those few voices or sounds, actually, you have such a freedom to create, right? And such amazing remixes are born. And you haven't heard one yet. Slaygon started to do as well one, and I can tell you it's also really great. So
yeah, it's kind of a tactic that a lot of electronic musicians use. They have a drone note in there, so they essentially play one note throughout the whole song, and then build around that. Quite interesting approach.
very interesting, and of course very interesting choice of Sid when you choose such a short and simple piece, and you can basically do anything with it. That's what is the fun, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, really nice choice. And I like the next one as well. It's one of my personal favorites, actually. Crowd Guy wants to hear Battle Valley Dark Rises remix made by Awesome A. And yes, Awesome A made the best remix out of that, at least the best rated remix. And a really lovely one. And
Awesome A-rated.
Awesome A-rated, yes, exactly. Awesome erected. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
Have you not gotten enough penis lately?
I didn't say anything.
No, you didn't. You just implied.
I'm not implying anything. And Crowd Guy said this time a 64 remix. Because you were said last time about all those Amiga requests. No, we weren't, actually. Slaygon might be, but I like Amiga requests as well. So, and
yeah, so do I, but
in a limited amount.
Yes, exactly.
No, they are really nice. I mean, it's by me it ties up to demo scene, and definitely it's always great to hear those, and I am a fan of specific Amiga pieces too, so I don't agree with Slaygon on this,
No,
but never mind.
I have a few favorites Amiga mods, especially like Cream of the Earth. Awesome.
Yeah, okay, you have a few, very few favorites, I get it, but yeah, indeed. And never mind, we can definitely make exceptions as well. So far we heard only Sid's, but as I told at the start of the show, you can also ask for original Amiga modules and their remixes. So if there is a remix made out of the module, definitely you can go for that as well. And also there might be some demo scene request coming up at some point. I will see. Not next year.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yes, my child.
No, it's just simply a very nice piece that we might prepare later on. It's a bit more difficult to hunt for a proper version, or, well, claim that the thing that we play is the best, because there might be several great versions out of it, but yeah, that particular one I think we will prepare at one point. So yeah, he also said, have fun and have good evening. I love to listen to your show, especially at the office. Oh, nice. Okay, we hope that we can cheer you up a little bit in the middle of your work, at least. So anyway, Jeroen Tel made Battle Valley in '88 in Future Composer, and I guess here it comes.
Battle Valley, up rose the hero to save the day.
And yes, I know I can mute now, or, well, not mute, but never mind.
Unmute.
Unmute, yes. I just did. So yeah, I really like this one as well, but we agreed with Slaygon that he likes the dark version more, and I prefer Dr. Future's version, which is less dark, but that's not the reason why I prefer it. Probably it's because of its tempo.
Probably.
I guess. And of course, here we have a very interesting request where it's very hard to specify it, because Carl wants to hear Shadow of the Beast 1, and Shadow of the Beast, of course, was available for Amiga, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, Atari.
So play the ZX Spectrum version then.
Oh, hey, oh, hang on. No. Actually, I just discovered that the original was made for Amiga. Surprisingly enough. And the first release of that was happening in '89. And the thing is that I prefer the Commodore 64 version's original and remix, so that is funny. I just noticed it.
Marcus Schneider says, dark version, dark version, dark version.
Yeah, I know.
I completely agree with you, Marcus.
Oh, do you? Well. Okay, what should we do here? Should I make an attempt to prepare the Amiga version of Shadow of the Beast one? Or
I think so. It's a good
I
one.
will. So that means that we proceed with something different, with something completely different now.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna be a really generic thing.
Very big hit.
Very big hit. That's why it's very hard sometimes to find it in the database. Jesus
Where is
Christ.
the database?
Yes, exactly. There we go. I mean, hang on. Yeah, could you guess which one it is?
No. Was that Zelda?
Almost.
Oh, I have some sort of animal trying to kind of bore her way into my armpit here.
Yeah, and Commando is a very broad, well, very wide, provides a very wide selection of remixes, I would say. And the thing is that if I look for Commando as it is, of course, the first hit is, by rating, Commando High Score made by Fast Loaders. And of course, the funny thing is that if I think of Commando, I'm not thinking of the high score first, but the basic subtune, right? So
yeah, the one everyone recognizes.
Exactly. So a little bit of dilemma here. I think that we should prepare Firestorm's version in that case, because the high score is
that's a good one too.
Yes, a different dimension. That's actually the second best rated Commando remix, the Sound of Scene Set edit, and in that case I can just sit back and relax off this beautiful classic by Rob Hubbard.
Scar6 joined, as did Wobbler. Hello!
Nice to see you guys. Indeed. And I think even Puko agrees now with the purring that we can play Commando.
I think she did.
Okay then. Yeah, it's funny because when this remix starts, you would not expect that from Commando at least, and then of course it folds itself out beautifully.
Yeah, but it's Firestorm, so.
Yeah, and there are several discussions here. Who did the original Commando music?
Yeah, Tamayo Kawamoto, but Rob Hubbard actually made a comment about the SID, and he said there is an interesting story behind Commando. I went down to their office and started working on it late at night. Worked on it through the night. I took one listen to the original arcade version and started working on the 64 version. I think they wanted some resemblance to the arcade version, but I just did what I wanted to do. By the time everyone arrived at 8 a.m. in the morning, I had loaded the main tune on the 64 in the building. On every 64 in the building. I got my check and was on the train home by 10 a.m.
Wow. Just wow. Yeah, we learned something again. So the arcade version was the first. And not many people know Tamayo Kawamoto's name related to Commando on this scene, I guess. So
no.
Yeah, that was worth it, definitely. And finally, we got the proper Shadow of the Beast 1, at least the title screen, because that was the best rated Amiga remix made out of Shadow of the Beast 1. And since the original is made for Amiga, this is what we are going to play now for Carl. And by the way, Commando as a request belonged to Frantic Freddy. That I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. It was just 200 directions to look for, unfortunately, when I was looking for information related to Commando, because when you start to, so to speak, Google Commando on Remix 64, guaranteed you won't get the result, even what you are looking for. So I'm just looking at Slaygon.
You get all of the other results that you didn't want.
No, actually, the funny thing is, if you generically looking for Commando, then it gives you the member Aki Järvinen, Commando 64. So it's a great thing to look for Commando on Remix 64. You will definitely find first the name of the authors and members, if there is such a thing, and definitely this wasn't the song. So yeah, very
interesting.
Yeah, indeed, but at least we know that now, and Aki Järvinen always deserves a bit of attention and celebration because he is great.
Wow.
Yes,
that sounded more like a porn movie. Wow.
Well, it's not my mind that is filthy here.
Well, no, that was just my mouth.
Aha, right. Okay, so how about playing the Shadow of the Beast title theme, and after
Could
that...
you play the Beast instead?
Well, no, I can only play the Shadow of it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh. And the best rated Amiga remix of that is made by RD Music, an orchestral version. So, let's give it a chance. Hopefully it will work. And now we are talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we are talking. We definitely forgot to mute our mics.
Look who's talking now.
Yeah, right. Lovely remix made by RD Music of Shadow of the Beast title. Finally, we could play it for Carl. And we got also a very nice request here. And on halfway, I kind of had a problem with selecting the SID because obviously it's if you look only for the word swing, then you will have how many hits? 71. Never
well,
mind.
if you Google swing, you're going to get entirely different results.
Hang on, but now I know who did it, so that's great. And it's a kind of a challenging thing sometimes to look for the originals even. But
hello, Cezanne, and hello, Lala.
But I have to tell you that Deep Sid makes it easier. I just have to keep up here and go to the proper author that I definitely have to find, and well, I need time for that. And yeah, Lala is with us. Great. Nice to see you here as usual. Jesus, how many tunes are available of this one? I'm gonna find it definitely.
What are you looking for?
Swing. That, yes, this is not really a well-known thing, so it's let's say I shrinked the hits now for 14. Great.
Volker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah.
If you search for Volker Mites.
That's what I did. But there was something in my way, and well, let's say now I have 95 results. No, let's proceed with something else for now, and I will definitely look for the proper version later on for the Lomax.
I can play it.
The original SID?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that actually. Hang on, not now. No, wait. Wait, let me prepare the remix at least.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And the SID is short as well, so.
Yeah, exactly. It will be looping, or I don't know if you have loop function there, but let's hope so. And yep, the original request was Vincenzo's Swing remixed, and well, obviously the original of this one was made by Volker, actually it's Volker Mites. And yep, after the SID we will play Vincenzo's version. You can start now, Slaygon.
Okay.
Vincenzo and Swing re-remixed, and I think we will have some sound effects soon. Or we already have them.
Yeah, it's in the background. We don't need a bed song here.
Yeah, probably we don't. Hey Zelda. Okay, hi. So there are 3 of us at least now in the studio.
Yeah, all 4.
All 4?
Yeah.
Where's Buko? Ah, nice. Okay. So yeah, there are 4 of us, and 2 of us has 4 legs. Of the 4 of us. I know it's very confusing.
And 4 of us have more than 2 legs. Or wait, what? Half of us have half of the legs, and the other half has double of the legs.
And Boz, it's great that you had the Arkanoid request, but I really have to check it out if it's the best version.
Arkanoid.
Oh, he has a different message as well for us. Just noticed. By the way, I hope you realized that I assumed you knew that the original of the 50/50 was Galway's original title.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And since, well, the show name idea was yours, I guess that was mostly addressed to you, because we had a little kind of, not argument, but a little bit of we didn't really agree on the show name, because I said that 50/50 doesn't say much about the concept, but he said it doesn't always have to.
No, it doesn't.
Yep, maybe it doesn't.
Sometimes we don't make any sense anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that is very, very true. And well, we have like still special things here, like multiple requests of some people. We will see how far we will go with that. And Jaywalk said he wants to hear a tune by Slaygon or Ziona. Battle it out amongst yourself, which one you pick. If neither win, I'd like to hear Ziona's Deflector. Yeah, but it's not the best probably in its rating, I think. So that's why it doesn't have a place in this particular show. I'm gonna tell you which one is the best Deflector. Oh, it's the second best. Wow! I'm so amazed. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm the second after X-Forms, actually.
Third. Rhino Hands Deflector on the album.
Ah, okay, the album that I didn't see because I'm checking on RKO.
Nexus 6581.
Well, okay, I cannot battle with Ryan. I'm sorry.
Nobody can.
Yeah, exactly. That's a different story. Anyway, Jaywalk, we can get back to that actually. Not my version, but definitely X-Form's version might be played later on. And now we carry on with request of GCS, since we didn't specifically play for him anything today. Because, well, he was requesting something else before, and this time he definitely requested the best rated Last V8, and the original, for a change, was made by Rob Hubbard.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of dude who is named as a groundbreaking SID composer. And, oh, he was born in 55. I didn't know that. Nice.
Now you do.
Okay.
And now everyone else does that.
Yeah, Dipsid is just really great. There's so many informations provided here. I really love this player. Okay. So first we play the original SID and we mute this cat in the background, and then we play Luke Hash's version that is claimed to be the best.
Not claimed, voted.
Voted. I'd say a classic as well. Made by Lukash. Almost all his remixes are counting as classics, so it's not really surprising. Everything that he does is loved.
Beloved.
And you are so silent. I was just expecting you to say something.
I was reading a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm
About
back
what?
now. Hello.
About what?
No, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
No, nothing.
Just like that.
Separate discussion that has nothing to do with the show.
And seems like Boz also had a kind of autonomous request because he wanted to hear Mackey and Arkanoid, but Boz, we do the best rated versions today of the remixes.
The SID and the highest rated that we can find, and I agree, Mackey's is awesome.
Indeed. And actually, we can play the best rated remix version of Subtune 1. Because of obviously there is a Subtune 2 as well, but since you wanted Mackey's version originally, the Sid No More mix, and that is made of Subtune 1.
What is Sid?
Oh, I don't know. It's 3 letters that mean a lot to many people.
Weirdly
I don't know
enough.
why. Weirdly enough, yes. So the original was made by Martin Galway in 87. And this particular one is the Subtune 1. And after it, we gonna play Obscure Sounds version. Nostalgique. Wow, I cannot speak French. I'm sorry. This is like written on a French way, and I know nothing about French in that regard, but never mind. So here it comes for you, boss. Hope you can forgive us that we don't play Mackey's version. Oh my god, I cannot talk. Never mind. Pure Sounds and Arkanoid Nostalgic Remake. Yep, hope boss that this will do instead of Mucky, but we have rules today. And so this applies to our next requester, who is Nikki from France. Hi.
I just, before you go there, I just saw a slightly disturbing message from Lala.
Oh.
Apparently he did a massive binge of listening to our shows, so he listened to 3 of them in a row.
Jesus!
Poor man! Poor man!
I don't know how did you survive?
I hope you have a good psychiatrist on call. Jesus!
Jesus, this is at least 9 hours. That's really shocking.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh my goodness. Well, after that, we really hope that you will be there, at least real time there on Sunday. So is everyone else, hopefully, because it will be worth it, and it's we are already preparing ourselves and our ears and our souls, and no one knows anything, obviously, so it will be just as new for us, except Slaygon and Elman, as for you.
Indeedums. Oh, hello DHS, he just joined on
hi.
Facebook.
Nice to see you as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, so yeah, Sunday 6 o'clock. Do not miss it.
Indeed, and we also have to remember it's not 8, it's 6. It's gonna be 6. Central European time. Oh, it's gonna be sick too. Oh well.
A lot of good songs to be played.
And there will be at least 4 of us here, so it's going to be great and fun.
Might be 6 in the end, because we have the cats as well.
Oh yeah. And hopefully we won't have like a lot of background noises.
Hopefully.
So, can we proceed to the next request?
Yes,
now we can. Nikki from France wanted to hear Enlightenment Druid 2 by Puffy64, and of course original is made by David Mark Hanlon, and about the guy we know that he's from England. Not much more infos are here, but I'm looking forward actually to get more because this player is really handy. I cannot really repeat it like enough times, it seems like, but it's really nice. So the original was made in 87. Seems like in an unidentified player, but never mind that part. And actually the best remix, which is not made by Puffy64. Yeah, he's also red, so means an excellent level, but the best remix happens to be Markus Schneider's remix of this one, and he made it in 2014. So this is what we are going to play for you, Nikki. Hope you will like it, like that one as well. Not only the original request, and of course we will get back to regular requests in some of our next shows too, so never mind. But this time we play the best possible rated remixes. So, yep, I guess here comes the Sid then.
Here comes the Sid.
it was very nice.
Mr.
So-
Schneider, that one is epic.
Best rated remix of Enlightenment Druid 2, and there are a few out there because other people love this melody too.
Indeed.
Very-
Classic.
Yes, it's very understandable, and thank you for the request, Nikki, as well. And of course, still, well, maybe next time we will do that, like with the listeners' choice of remixes, I think, because there were several today.
Yeah, so we can do the other way around. So we play their request and then the SID.
Yes, exactly. That would also
So
work.
we would need to change the name of the show from 50-50 to 50-50.
You lazy ass.
Yes.
Yay. Nice. And Martin, I hope that you got back from your date from the pub, because he claimed that he wants to play his request in the first hour or the last half hour because he has a date in the pub again.
Jesus, what?
Very
Request when
romantic
you're
date.
back then.
He was very specific about it, so I thought that maybe it would be time for us to play his request.
Yeah, we can.
Or-
But before we do that,
Yep.
Fabio Raibaldi just joined us on Facebook and said, "Greetings from a modern retro computing Facebook group." So hello to you.
Yay! Modern retro computing. Wow. Well, there might be such a thing, actually. It's enough to look at X2018 releases, and there you have it.
Indeed.
Yeah!
Or the later ZX Spectrum tunes that have been coming out. One would have thought it's only bleepy bloppy or beepy bleepy
Beepy
things.
bloppy.
Yeah, beepy bleepy things, but they've advanced quite far now. So it's actually sounding quite similar to music nowadays.
Very degrading. Well, both of us has some emotional connection to ZX Spectrum, so that's why I'm not attacking you that much. But Martin confirmed that he's
I have
around.
like two of them at least
Yeah.
here in the house.
Yeah, that's why mine is still at my family's house. Yeah, indeed. At one point we could have some fun with that as well. And Martin confirmed on IRC channel that he is back, and now he is ready to hear his request, which will be...
good for him.
Well, it will be partially his request, because he said he wants to hear Crazy Comets and Rob's own 97, I guess it was, remix. Pretty Ziona, pretty please Ziona. Yeah, sure, we can definitely play Crazy Comets, but we will play the best rated remix today of it, so that might not be Rob's 97 remix, but Johan Andersson's version of that. And guess what? This is the only excellent rated remix on RKO of Crazy Comets. All of them are, all of the others are weaker, meaning that below 84% in the voting, that means that they are orange instead of red. So that would be a nice shot, actually, to play the only red rated remix of Crazy Comets right after the original, which was made by Rob Hubbard, surprisingly in 85. We did that promo very well, I think, with the 85. So. Yeah, exactly. So here it comes.
Heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported southbound on Highway 99.
Johan Andersson and Crazy Comets, Cops and Robbers mix.
I like the concept of that one. And Johan Andersson does great stuff as always.
Yeah, indeed. And this was just, I really enjoyed today's show concept, because it's just so great to hear the distinction and the differences between the originals and the remixes. And next time we might make such a thing, or we might do such a show. We might play your choice of remixes as well.
And then the Sid.
Yeah, well, on a certain way, this was the scene's choice, because we played the remixes based on listeners' ratings. But of course, some people would love to specify those choices as well, and we completely understand that. We just made this concept up. And it appears so that we reached the end of the show now, which means that we have one more request, or, well, that means 2 songs, technically, but...
one request.
Yeah, exactly. 1 request, 2 songs. It's also a piece of classic. And since Jaywalk also specified his request, Deflector by Ben Daglish, of course, the original, and he wanted to hear My Deflector, but My Deflector is unfortunately only the third one, so we don't play seconds and thirds in a row today, but we definitely play the best remix, best rated remix out of Deflector, which is made by X-Forms, so prepare your ears for metal and rocky kind of sounds as Finnish.
I am a tiger.
And what do we have to say still?
I don't know. Is there anything else to say? Except don't forget the ROTY Show on Sunday.
That is very important thing to say. So yes, please tune in on Sunday from 6, because you will be able to hear the best of the best remixers, authors, veterans, and the best remixes of 2018,
and newcomers, and we will be playing the best remix or best rated remixes of the entire year.
Yep, indeed, that's what you can count on.
And there might be a surprise in there.
Looks like it appears so that Gazoo also pushed last week's show plans to this Sunday. So on Sunday there will be 2 shows. Gazoo will do one from 10, and of course slightly after him, a few hours later, we will be on air at 6. It appears so, and don't forget to tune in to Boss Radio tomorrow to the Hum Show, of course. And since his station is full of upcoming live shows as well, you can simply just join. Just a few details about the schedule. Of course, Wednesday is always Boss's Day. And then on Friday, Keys' Corner is happening, and the Z Factor on Saturday. And of course the B World on Sunday, colliding a bit with the Remixer of the Year show, but well, everyone can have his or her choice.
Everyone can has their cheeseburger.
Yes, exactly. That was a very proper way of saying that. And I guess we will say goodbye for now.
Yeah, I only have one more little thing to mention. Since we started the YouTube channel, we now have over 100 subscribers. So thank you everyone who subscribed. And
cool.
To find us there, you go to youtube.com/slayradio. So there.
Indeed. Okay. So
Might be a different way of subscribing to at least our shows until we get this sorted, so we get all of the shows on there, so get that bit automated. Oh, well, still test.
Yeah, test phase, but it appears so that on Facebook we can have like a lot of people joining as well, which is I'm really glad to see that they can notice if something is going on. That's why this live function is useful. And of course we will be back next week as well, I think on the regular day, which is 19th of February.
Indeedly doodly.
That's why I have to stop talking, because I cannot do that anymore.
Okay then.
Okay then.
Thanks for tuning in, and good to see you all.
Yeah,
again.
and one more thing, I would like to thank Immortal for asking for LP Chip's entire discography here, and all the requesters that had multiple requests as well.
Next time, be more specific.
Yeah, you can be actually. Well, some of them were very specific about remixes, but of course the concept was to play the best ones. Never mind. And Frantic Freddy as well.
I was aiming that at Immortal. I was aiming that comment at Immortal.
Okay. Indeed. And Frantic Freddy, thank you as well for your great ideas. We definitely might do a second round of this, because I think there are still a lot of remixes out there. And of course, great SIDs and classics, and it's always fun to hear them. And now we really say goodbye. Have a good night. night, everyone, and greetings to everyone. And next week we will be back. And let's say goodbye with Ben and the X Forms after him.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
SID, the final frontier. These are the remixes of the Commodore 64 community. Our continuing mission to play Commodore 64 remixes as loud as we can.